Hello everyone, this is Andre with Asetek, and today I'm going to reveal a brand new product that I have actually not even spoken about before. For those of you who know us, you know we have these for now 3 product tiers, and we actually have one more coming. But today Forte is what we are going to talk about, because I'm going to reveal a brand new steering wheel for you guys that's called the Forte Formula Pro. If you look at our wheelbases, then we have the Invicta, top of the line, state of the art, 27 Newton meter, 6 LED strips. We have the Forte, same fidelity, a little bit less torque and only 4 LEDs. Then we have the La Prima, a little less torque, same fidelity and no LEDs. That's essentially the biggest differences. And that's how I want you to think about the steering wheels as well. You have the Invicta, highest end, most exotic materials. Then you have the Forte, exactly the same fidelity, exactly the same feeling in your hands, the same everything, not as much exotic materials, and you cannot quite customize it the same way. But on the flip side, it's almost half price. So very solid deal, if you ask me at least. Just like on the wheelbases, this steering wheel is very much the same in terms of input, output, quality of the buttons, everything. But the big differences are that instead of a CNC machined housing, this will be an injection molded housing, but the manufacturing process is so much cheaper that we can actually make this super high-end wheel at affordable prices. As you can tell, it's a prototype that I'm showing you here, because it doesn't have the carbon texture that you see on this wheel. The reason for that is this video is shot 3 weeks back. 3 weeks back, these things were still in production. Another big difference to the Invicta is that we ship with this standard button layout. So there's a few gray aluminum buttons, there's a few black ones, and there's a couple of orange. But for those of you who do not like orange, we actually included a couple of aluminum buttons in the package. Speaking about customization, the wheel ships with these included low noise shifters, of course, but they do support our, let's say, household shifters made in carbon, DRS paddles, or whatever you want to use them for. Of course, you can choose between 4 different handles. We have the suede, we have the regular formula, we have the XL formula, and then we have the LMP handles. So, like our other button boxes, I would say, it comes pretty standard like this, with our QR included, and then you simply pick whatever shifters and whatever handles suit you the best. But if you're not fortunate enough to own an Asetek wheelbase yet, we have also thought about that, because you can actually take this part away, so our QR away, and then you put on this little adapter ring here, or flange if you want. You mount this to your favorite quick release that you have, and then you bolt it onto the steering wheel. And before doing that, you slot in the USB cable, and now you have turned our steering wheel into a USB wheel, and thereby you can use it on any wheelbase that you would want. If we talk a little bit about the RaceView display technology, as we call it, unlike many other steering wheels on the market, or displays, I should say, this is actually our own proprietary design with our own proprietary firmware. A lot of products in the market, a lot of steering wheels today, they simply use a standard USB interface. So you plug it into your computer, and then you have SIM hub support. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just not as flexible as what we do, because we own the firmware on the screen. And the reason why that's an advantage is that, first of all, we have 3 display modes. We have SIM hub, we have Race hub, and then we have hybrid mode. I'll come back to what they are. But on top of that, we also have touch built into the screen. And for right now, there will be basic functions that you can choose by pressing the display. But as we own the firmware, we can actually expand on that, and we will expand on that. There will be more and more touch features as we go. So it's very nice for you to know that no matter if you buy the display now or in 6 months, you still have the ability to take advantage of our firmware updates. But back to the different view modes. Of course, you have our own Race Hub, where you can choose whatever screens we have to choose from and whatever info we have available. Then you have Sim Hub, where you can use whatever Sim Hub screen you prefer and like. It could be car specific, etc. But in our Race Hub, we have some very cool features and animations, for example, traction control, brake bias, that you could potentially lose if you used the Sim Hub instead of Race Hub. But this hybrid mode we have made available means that you can actually have your dash in Sim Hub, but then real-time animations from our Race Hub will still be shown on the display. So that's a very nice and neat little feature. We are in a pretty tricky situation in the world right now in terms of import tariffs and duties, etc. So it's actually difficult to say what the price is everywhere. So the way we have done it is we have priced the base product here, the Forte Formula Pro button box, and because of the tariff situation in the US, we actually don't launch it in the US with resellers and so forth. But what you can do if you really want this steering wheel is you can buy it from our global shop, and then the import is on you. So whatever the import tariff is, the day you receive it is the tariff you have to pay with the US customs authorities. But in my opinion, for a wheel of this caliber, with this feature set, with this screen technology, I think it's very competitively priced, and that was what I promised a few years ago, that we want to do high-end stuff, but we also want to do it affordable. And this may not be the cheapest steering wheel around still, but I think for what you get, this is really a solid package. We don't do it often, but in this time we do an exception because we do a pre-order launch, meaning that you can actually go ahead and buy this product online. And as always, when Asetek makes pre-launches, we do not charge your credit card until the day we actually ship the product. We expect those to ship out in August time frame. That's the plan right now. There's not really a lot of risk associated with it other than the shipping time. World logistics right now is a little bit challenged, but that's what we're waiting for. And the reason why we are doing this pre-launch is actually exactly that we want to get a feel. Is it 500? Is it 5,000? Or is it 50,000 that wants this new steering wheel? And then we will kind of tune our production accordingly. Combined with the pre-order situation, we also have a great deal, of course. And that is, if you order it within the next couple of weeks, there will be more specifics on our website, of course. You will get a 10% discount when you bundle it with some of our handles here. So for example, the LMP handle here, 10% discount, then you basically get these more or less for free. And if you choose one of the handles and some of our additional shifters here, you'll get a 15% discount. So this is a really solid deal. So with that, I hope you will like the product. If you can't wait, then at least you can look at some of our Invicta steering wheel reviews, because it will be very much the same experience, just at a substantial lower cost. Thank you.